ま進出、そしてウルブズ対 WBG、 こちら勝利したチームがそのまま決まっていきますのが GG 対 GW、 そして15時予定しております。
ったと言いますか、
そこからさらに1チームが脱落してしまうというのが
っているのがもう見せちゃった
そうなんですよ
ので、
もう全然最初から入れてきちゃうのかなっていうぐらい、
ですよね。一番変なことされないので、
高森も置いてしまうフラバルーではあるんです。そんなところに振られてはいる
GW Hunter going against GG survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on Chinatown. Looks like he's going to make his way towards CoAi, who is the Gravekeeper. A very excellent chase for the side of the survivors since he can't eat up quite a lot of hits with his shovel, and then when he comes out of his shovel he can also have that mini dash, so he can go to a window or a pallet. Looks like the hunter does not want to go after this gravekeeper, and he's going towards a survivor near this red building. It's going to be TX. It is the Seer. Also a wonderful chase for the side of the survivors because he does have the full kiting build, meaning he has a flywheel and knee-jerk reflex. On top of that, he also has an owl, so he can have a very long kite. But this is a Hullabaloo we're going against, so we'll see how well the Seer utilizes his owls and his persona traits. It looks like the hunter is closing it, and he will be able to get the first damage onto the survivor before he makes it to the pallet. Already has the black ball and the red ball. We do see first presence is unlocked by the hunter because he does have insolence. Hunter is able to, let's see, the speech bubble is
飛び込む先には
it looks like he was able to get the
ここはノックバックまでさせましたかね。
Priestess's World Portal down. The
ロングアップに入ることができ
survivor is
た。
all the way on the other side of
ア
the
グレッ
hunter.
シブで
Just
すね。
teleport
連
and
着
go
色でした
towards
ね。
the hotel Big Bridge. Hunter is trying to down the survivor once again, is able to make it through the portal from the priestess. Doesn't have an owl to work with because he did utilize the owl when he went through the global portal and not to go down immediately. Oh, and Hunter will be able to snipe him down here underneath the tunnel area. We'll be carrying him here at the far corner. We do see Priestess was in this area, however she doesn't have any portals left. We see one in order on 18 who is the airplanes. He already used one jetpack and only has 2 jetpacks left. Not sure when he used it, but he must have used it when he was opening up the global portal in the middle for the Seer, but not sure because I wasn't able to see the other survivors. It does look like the Gravekeeper will be coming in for the save. Was able to hit him out of his shovel form and is able to get the save. Oh my goodness, he's caught in this corner. Okay, he's not caught in this corner. He was avoiding the black color area. We do see that he will be downing this Seer right away, and it looks like he's going to be transitioning as far away from the Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper did not get hit like damage. He did get hit out of the shovel, but he didn't get damage. So this is looking very good for the side of the survivors. This is the second chair for the Seer. Hunter is going to be trying to bring him back towards this corner. CoAi can actually come for the second save, but we do see other survivors do have borrowed time, so the other survivors may. It looks like Giesha is waiting around. She does have a portal to utilize. She can portal right to the chair and save with Tide Turner, so most likely a different survivor will be coming in for this save. We do see Airplanist has wounded order once again. We have one Cypher Machine has been completed, the second Cypher Machine at 84. We see the Priestess is approaching the chair. Is able to get a save with Tide Turner. Will be getting the Seer Owl, but giving it to the Priestess instead. Okay, wonderful flywheel, but he will eventually be going down here. Hunter is now going to break the portal as the Seer makes his way to the second floor. He is going to be returning to the manor. This is his third chair. Hunter messes up his jump right there and is ended up on the first floor, but will be able to pick up the Seer once again. 2 Cypher Machines have been completed. The 3 Cypher Machines remaining all have quite a lot of progress at 85, 84, and 68%. And it does look like the Airplanist gets a one in order once again. He'll no longer be getting one in order because one survivor has been returned to the manor. We do see the dungeon is inside of the red building, also I think known as reception. Hunter will be teleporting to the hotel Cypher Machine. Looks like the survivor already left. We have 3 Cypher Machines completed, the 4th Cypher Machine at 92 and the 5th Cypher Machine at 70%. Hunter now going for this Priestess once again. She is at half health and she just utilized her last portal. It will be charged up soon. However, now it does look like the Hunter wants to go after this Priestess because she's at half health. And it looks like we have 4 Cypher Machines have been completed. A new Cypher Machine is being started, and the Airplanist is going to that 73% Cypher Machine. Hunter is able to get the black bomb and the red bomb onto this survivor. She's waiting around. Hunter rotates the color wheel and is able to down the survivor. Looks like Cypher Machines will be primed. Hunter is bringing this survivor all the way to the last Cypher Machine. It's at 99%. They're going to pop this Cypher Machine because we see that the only survivor with borrowed time is the Gravekeeper, and this Hunter doesn't have detention, so that means we have 2 full health survivors. This is endgame situation, but they can still come for the save. Looks like the airplanes will be getting the save for more half. He still has Tide Turner to utilize. He will be able to get the save with Tide Turner. Priestess trying to make it to the walls to possibly utilize her portals. Is able to. Oh no, she was hit as she was making it through. Unable to make that portal through this. Oh, the exit here is also open, so it does look like she will be going down here. Hunter trying to force this Gravekeeper out so he can chair this priestess and leave. Looks like they'll just be taking this leave. Will be taking a hit onto the and the 2 survivors have left, so this is a 2-man elimination for the side of GW Hunter.
さあこのラウンド1前半戦2対と
もう色のエリアを見切れているからこそですね、サバイバー側が
としてそのダブルダウンは取られずに、しっかり生還して解読をすぐに任せた。
どれだけチェイスしたらいいんだっていうことになりますが、県内なんですよね。
はい、
もちろんいけそうな
危機一髪全員持つ形ですか。
全員持ちます。It will be Hullabaloo on Chinatown. It does look like he's making his way towards Drop, who is the priestess. She has 2 portals to work with. She has Tide Turner and Knee Jerk Reflex. All of the survivors have Tide Turner and Self Heal. The only survivor with borrowed time is the Gravekeeper as usual. Looks like the Hunter will just be breaking this portal and will be going for a different survivor. It does look like she's going to be running into Dis, who is the coordinator. The Hunter does hold excitement, so he can counter her stun if she does utilize it earlier on, unless she saves it for the very last minute until Hunter changes traits. But the survivors don't know what the Hunter's trait is, so it looks like he will be committing to the survivor first. Already gets the black ball and the white ball. Wonderful pallets on the side. This coordinator is able to transition away. She just needs to avoid. Oh, we do see a wonderful job utilizing the gun and the excitement to counter it right away, able to injure the survivor. She's waiting around here at this rubble and pallet. She's going back and forth. Hunter's just waiting for his clone. Is going to be setting up his clone. Is able to get the black ball on the survivor and the white ball. Going to jump over these areas. Is going to be able to get the red ball here. If he can change the angle of his able to get the down as he is getting that vault on this pallet. Is going to be cheered for the first time. We see another priestess portal here being set up to aid the kite for the Hunter will be breaking these portals. Priestess at the moment does not have any portals to work with. The Lion is slowly making his way away from the chair. It looks like he's leaving his Cypher Machine in order to avoid getting any injury. Drop is in this area. She doesn't quite have a portal to utilize yet. We do see the psychologist has wanted order, and it looks like the Hunter will just be trying to. Oh, it looks like the Gravekeeper is finally making his way towards the chair. Is able to utilize his shovel to get the save before half with Tide Turner. Hunter is trying to damage this Gravekeeper, but it looks like it wasn't able to down him fast enough. Is able to go through the portal and land the red and white ball onto the coordinator. Coordinator is going to go around here, but Hunter already has his first presence, so he is able to down the survivor at the same area he downed him the first time. Is going to be cheering the survivor for the second time. Is now at full presence and is going to be cheering her near Lion's Cypher Machine, so trying to deter that Cypher Machine for the time being. Lion will be leaving this area. We see 1 Cypher Machine has been completed, the 2nd Cypher Machine at 92, the 3rd Cypher Machine at 79, the 4th Cypher Machine at 50%, and the 5th Cypher Machine at 12%. So we have progress on all 5 Cypher Machines. They are yet to complete the 2nd Cypher Machine. It's very close, but it does look like we have 2 survivors coming in for the save. It is going to be Lion, and Drop is going to be setting up portals to help with the rebound. Kite is able to get the save with Tide Turner once again. Is able to injure the priestess, now going back to the coordinator and wants to down this coordinator next for the third and final time is able to catch up to her. She just needs to get the white ball and will be able to do so and bring her down for the final time. She does still have a little bit of tide left on this turner, little tide turner left on this, but it will be expiring eventually. We see the third cipher machine has just been finished. Hunter has won an order on Lion before the survivor was expired. Survivors are healing up. Lael is going towards the hotel cipher machine. He is at 96, so they will be able to prime up that fourth cipher machine and pop that fourth cipher machine. We have 3 healthy survivors with quite a lot of items still left. We have the Gravekeeper with a shovel. We have the Psychologist still with her stress. We have the portal that's rechargeable for the Priestess is going to be going after the Psychologist next. She takes up a lot of hits before going down, so she may be able to buy enough time. Is going to set up a clone there and will be able to snipe her out. It's going to be very careful before approaching this pallet. Is the Hunter's going to jump right over and is able to get the second hit onto this Psychologist. Survivors are starting up a new cipher machine, 2 new cipher machines depending on who the Hunter does choose to chase, but it does look like he'll be staying on this Psychologist for now. Is going to be changing her trait to teleport and will be teleporting to the Priestess cipher machine. It does look like the Priestess still has one more portal to work with. She will be trying to loop this area. Is going to be setting up a clone as she passes by, trying to make it to the pallet, but a little bit of mind game, backstepping, and will be able to get the damage onto the Priestess. Is going to jump right over those pallets, and the Priestess is able to get that vault. Once again, Hunter will just have to break these pallets here because she's doing a very good job looping them. Needs to avoid the white area, but is able to snipe her out and bring her to the chair for the first time. It looks like the last cipher machine is being primed up at 81%. The Hunter does not have detention, so even if they do end up popping these cipher machines, they can still go for this save. It looks like Hunter is going towards Lael, who is priming up that cipher machine now at 99%. They will be popping that cipher machine. A backdoor save. Hunter is now on this Psychologist, but she's at half health, so he was able to down her right away. We do see that the exit gate is being opened at 30%. Lion is hanging around in the middle in case the Hunter does end up going for the Priestess. They will be able to get another backdoor save. We see teleportation is still on cooldown, unable to open the exit gate at 73%. Hunter is now trying to get the bombs onto this Priestess. The wonderful pallet stud on the side of this Priestess, and we do see the Gravekeeper is able to get the backdoor save, but the Hunter was able to down this Priestess and will be bringing her to the chair for the second time. We do see that the Gravekeeper utilizes shovel to make it to the chair faster in order to get the save before half, and it does look like the Hunter is going to be able to snipe out this Gravekeeper if he's not careful. The dungeon is in this area. Lion is making his way all the way around to the chair. Hunter is going to teleport to the Psychologist cipher machine, unable to open it at 72%. Trying to land these balls onto this survivor is doing and is able to get the black ball and the red ball on her immediately. Down her with the white ball, the backdoor save. They're opening up the exit gate. Hunter needs to bring this survivor to the chair and quickly go to the other exit gate, but it's already open and this is looking like a 2-man escape on the side of GW survivors.
これだってきたらさっきまでの立ち回り君たちできないよねっていう立ち回りを強いることを明けにすることができた。はい。ここまであれだけキャラクター、こう火災版とか演じ
メディア選択確定となりましょう。ゴーマン引き止める鬼没採用の
GW Hunter going against GG survivors. It will be Ivy on Ever Sleeping Town. Does look like her ghost is going towards CoAi. Her main body seems like she's going to be running into Pipija or TX, and it looks like the ghost will also be running into Pipija and will be infecting her and teleporting to her right away. So it does look like she will be going after the survivor for the first time. She's making her way towards Graveyard. The ghost is waiting ahead of this survivor, most likely to get a scare. The corruption is already at 60%. She just needs to be careful here. And it looks like she was able to make it to this pallet. We don't see the ghost utilizing a scare quite yet, is waiting behind this wall because the main body hasn't quite caught up. The ghost will be able to get the 100% corruption on the survivor, but the main body was too far away and is able to stun her. Double stun her, disarming this Hunter for the time being. And she's waiting at this pallet, so once that she feels disarm will be over, she'll be throwing down this pallet for her security. It looks like she's going to be transitioning away from walls. The Hunter is catching up to her, is going to, double back. Is only able to push her and not stun her, so she will be able to finally get the hit onto Pipija. Giesha is going outside of the graveyard because we do see basements in this area. This is not an ideal place to go down. It's going to be very hard to save against the Ivy. We do see another infection and teleport getting 50% corruption onto this antiquarian as she transitions to the double pallets here. But the hunter is catching up. Will she be able to make it to the wonderful flywheel, avoiding the blink and is able to stay alive even longer. 92% corruption. She's doing a very good job hiding behind the walls here. She only has a little bit of stick left, so possibly one mini stun. It looks like the hunter's trying to sandwich her in between these walls. She's going to be transitioning out, going out here in the open. The main body is slowly catching up, is able to get the scare, and is able to finally down this antiquarian. Wonderful kite and utilization with her stick. Especially the flywheel, avoiding the blink is definitely very good for the side of the survivors because now they know what the trait is and it's also on cooldown. So we can see that 2 cipher machines have been completed. The 3rd cipher machine at 78, the 4th cipher machine at 56, and the last cipher machine at 5%. The ghost is being sent to the graveyard in order to infect survivors, so the cipher progress will be slowed down. And it looks like CoAi will be coming in here for the save. Attempted to get the scare but wasn't able to do so. It is the mercenary who was able to get the infection onto the survivor. Is being very careful here before getting the save, but is able to get the save before half with Tide Turner. Will be taking the hit right away off of the chair. However, the mercenary is still at full health, so that means he can come in for the save once again. It does look like the hunter is going to be staying near. The main body is near the antiquarian. The ghost is being sent to the middle. Looks like he's going to go to 2nd story, and the main body will be picking up this antiquarian. Will be running into the survivor, which I wasn't able to see. 18. He will be running into 18, who is the patient, and it looks like we'll be carrying the antiquarian for the 2nd time. We'll be teleporting to the 2nd story middle. Cipher machine is going to be teleporting right back as the survivor here. The mercenary is trying to come in for the save. Looks like the 4th cipher machine will be completed. The last cipher machine at 68. Mercenary being very careful and trying to get this save. Hunter trying to get enough corruption onto this mercenary so that he can't get the save. Oh my goodness, he gets a terror shock on the mercenary and is able to also get the 100% corruption, but he's already going down, so Hunter's going to be concentrating on this antiquarian so that she can at least get rid of one survivor. Is able to teleport to the tablet near this antiquarian. The ghost going back towards the mercenary main body is trying to down this antiquarian. She's back near graveyard. The ghost looking for this mercenary, and it doesn't look like she has found him quite yet, and will be able to find him here at the exit gate. Cipher machines are primed. Hunter will be teleporting to the mercenary, but the cipher machines are popped and the mercenary is back up. He still has one more elbow pad to work with. The ghost is going towards the opposite exit gate at fake gate near graveyard. It looks like it's going to be open very soon. It's at 80%. Hunter is going to be teleporting to 80% cipher exit gate because she doesn't want to allow the survivors to open it up. Is unable to get the hit onto 18. The exit gate is open. Oh my goodness. And she's finally able to down this patient. Will be bringing him to the chair for the 1st time. Have all the 3. It looks like we have 2 survivors waiting at the exit gate. We have 1 survivor still not shown. It looks like the CoAi is now making his way to the exit gate. However, he is at full health and he's able to take the detention hit and make it to the exit gate. He's going to utilize his last elbow pad. Hunter teleporting is going to take the hit, but he's leaving, and it's a 3-man escape for the side of GG survivors.
編成の強みがもうフルコンボでしたね。中央取られて時計使わされるっていうのはかなと思いますね。
そして引き止める鬼没採用
GG Hunter going against GW survivors. He will be opera singer on Ever Sleeping Town. He's making his way towards Leo, who is the fire investigator. He still has 2 fire investigator balls to work with. I don't know, they need inflatable balls to work with. Looks like he's going to be using his first one to transition to the edge corner of the map. Here we have 2 cipher machines to work with, a little roof over your head and a window. It looks like the hunter will be dropping a lot of remnants in this area. She will be making them fall. Will be going back again will be able to get the hit onto this fire investigator right away. He still has one more inflatable ball to work with, and the hunter is closing in on the survivor. He is able to vault that window, but his knee-jerk reflex is on cooldown, so he didn't get a speed boost there. Is going to be utilizing his inflatable ball once again, and is able to make it to fake gate corner. Here has 2 pellets to work with. The tram is coming. It doesn't look like he'll be able to hit this opera singer. Is able to throw down that pellet, and double back is able to blink and down the survivor right away. This is the first chair for the fire investigator. He has no more inflatable balls to work with. We have the cipher machines at 81%, 73%, 49%. We already see a survivor coming in here for the save. Hunter is going to be breaking this pallet, so survivors can't utilize this area at all. We'll be breaking this second pallet near walls, making it much challenging for the survivors since this opera singer can break pallets incredibly fast. We do see Lion is on his way to make the save. It is the first officer. Is going to be utilizing his pocket watch as he makes his way towards the chair and is able to get the hit, but he is able to get the save before half with Tide Turner. Hunter is back on whale. It does look like she'll be able to hit him while getting that window vault. He does have a speed boost to transition into graveyard. We'll be running into this, who is the coordinator, so if the hunter does end up picking up the survivor at the window, there's a he wasn't able to make the vault, but he's waiting. Looks like the hunter isn't going to be picking up him up, realizing the coordinator is in this area, and there is a possibility Hunter will be doubling back to her remnant and is able to get the hit onto this survivor. It does look like she's going to have to down this coordinator completely for her to give up and leave this fire investigator alone, but Hunter has chased her quite away from the window. It doesn't look like the hunter will be... Oh, it looks like the hunter will be picking him up, but will be standing at the edge of the window so that there is a possible miss when she does end up trying to shoot her through the window, and will be able to chair this fire investigator for the second time. Now that the coordinator is at half health, she can't come in for the save, so the hunter will be chasing her further away. Drop is in this area. It is the perfumer. She will perfume in case she does get a hit. Does look like she's able to make it to the chair. Being very patient here, will be eating the hit and will be getting the save. And it looks like it's just before he expires, but it's not with Tide Turner, so if he goes down, he goes down immediately. And it looks like 2 cipher machines have been completed. The 3rd cipher machine at 75, the 4th cipher machine at 63, and the 5th cipher machine at 49% will be able to snipe down this fire investigator, snipe out, and will be bringing him to the chair for the final time, returning him to the manor. However, cipher machines are looking pretty good. However, all 3 survivors are injured. The perfumer can barely utilize her skill because now that she's a half injury, she can't take a hit and return to her perfume. So that's not going to work out for the perfumer. The coordinator can still utilize her gun, but she's the only possible survivor that could come for the save. We do see the first officer. He also can still come for the save if a survivor is down, but he will go down with them since he only has like a little extra time on his pocket watch when he gets hit. It looks like the survivors are planning to heal each other up. Dis and Lion are healing themselves up at this corner. Oh, Hunter finds them and is able to down this first officer right away, going back to her remnant and trying to down this coordinator as well because she still has the gun. So even if she picks up this first officer, there is the danger that she might utilize her stun gun. Is walking towards the coordinator, not afraid of getting shot. She will be able to chair this first officer. The coordinator is just leaving this area entirely. 4 cipher machines have been completed. The 5th cipher machine stuck at 49%. Hunter will be going back and forth away from the chair and returning to a remnant and making sure that there is a backdoor save. Hunter does have tinnitus. Realize it is drop, and it doesn't look like the survivors are quite ready to get the rescue off for this first officer. Oh, we do see that the 2 survivors met up and they were able to heal. The coordinator is going to be utilizing her stun gun, but Hunter changed straight to excitement and was able to negate it and get the hit onto this coordinator. Coordinator is able to make it to the chair, but will she be able to? She is able to make the save. Hunter has hit the first officer as soon as he is done with the chair. So he will be going down. He did have a little time left on his pocket watch, but he will be eventually chaired yet again because he was hit right off of the chair. Survivors are priming up that last cipher machine. It's at 80%. First officer was saved after half, so he's returning to the manor. Things are looking incredibly good for the side of the GG Hunter. In the first half, we did see that the GG survivors were able to get a 3-man escape. So just having a 2-man elimination is already a win for round 2 on the side of GG. Cipher machines have been popped. We do see Dis was trying to open up that exit gate, isn't able to do so because the Hunter has approached this survivor. She's going to a corner here. That pallet has already been destroyed. She has one pallet to work with near this fake gate corner. Will be breaking this pallet. Now she has to leave this area entirely. She's caught out here in the middle and will be going down. And we see the perfumer is opening up the opposite exit gate, but the Hunter will be able to chair this coordinator, and it's looking like a 3-man elimination on the side of GG Hunter. She will be able to chair this coordinator. The exit gate is open. We do see dungeon is middle, but it does look like they're just going to be taking this one escape.
空軍を追い返し解読に集中していた長考士が解読
徹底してたと思うので、ダウンしないことが大事じゃないですか、あそこの。中央は火災調査員でした。今回は閉鎖空間。
GW Hunter going against GG survivors. It will be Night Watch on Arms Factory. It looks like he's heading towards middle. Will be running into PP who is the fire investigator. He has 2 inflatable airbags to utilize, and it looks like he's changing direction, heading. Oh no, he's still heading towards PP but there is another survivor going towards that wall's corner. Not sure who it is quite yet. Wasn't able to see the name. It does look like the Hunter will be running into this fire investigator. Will be making that window fall. He has confined space, so he actually can't loop this area. However, there's another window in this area that he can still utilize. He was able to utilize his inflatable airbag. Hunter will be getting rid of it right away. Waiting here at the pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet and will be going around the walls. Pijja doing a very good job staying out of line of sight. Hunter does have 2 wind stacks that he can still utilize. Is able to jump over this window and once again block it off using confined space. Is going to utilize his second inflatable airbag. Hunter will be breaking this. Now he has no items to utilize. He's being very patient and waiting behind this wall because he only has 1 more window. The Hunter will be jumping over this window and will be blocking off this window as well. Now he's slowly running out of resources. Hunter using his wind ability to slow down this Hunter and get the first hit onto this survivor. Is going to be transitioning out of the wind walls corner, going towards middle. We have 2 pallets here that he can still utilize. We do see 18 is also just decoding in the middle right there, not afraid of this Hunter at all. Looks like Hunter's going to utilize his wind, but he is able to make it to this pallet. Will be jumping right over. Looks like he's trying to loop this area. Oh, will be running into this Hunter while looping that pallet, and will be going down for the first time. Hunter bringing him to the chair near water tank. We can see that 2 cipher machines have been completed. The 3rd cipher machine at 84, and a new cipher machine has just been up at 4%. Hunter will be breaking these pallets so that the survivors can't rebound kite. We do see a coffin was placed inside a factory. However, it's still on the embalmer for now. CoAi is making his way to the chair, getting ready for this save. Hunter has just charged his wind, will be taking the hit and will be able to get the save before half with Tide Turner. Pijja making his way back to Wall's corner. Hunter will be able to hit him, however, before he makes that window vault, and will be going down for the 2nd time. However, he still has quite a lot of time left on his Tide Turner, so he'll just go to this very far corner. Hunter is dashing towards this survivor, and in order to hit him, he can get full presence, and now he's able to do so. Now he has 4 stacks for wins he can utilize without having to recharge. Is going to be bringing him to the chair for the 2nd time. We have 3 cipher machines have been completed. The 4th cipher machine at 64% and the 5th cipher machine at 59%. CoAi is coming for the save once again. He is at half health. The Hunter is going to be vaulting these windows and blocking these areas off so the survivors can't. Oh, wonderful blink predict and able to hit this survivor before he makes it to the chair. However, with his delayed damage, he is still able to get the save off onto this fire investigator. Fire investigator was able to make that window fall. Hunter is faulting that window. He has one more window that he can utilize. Hunter will be faulting this window as well. Now there are no windows for this survivor. He'll be caught out here in the open, and he will be going down for the final time. But cyber machines are popped, and he's back up, and the Hunter will be going after this fire investigator once again. This is looking incredibly good for the side of the GG survivors, just buying so much time. However, it does look like he will be going down here since the windows were already blocked off there. We'll be taking the survivor down for the third and final time. It looks like the Hunter will be cheering in here at walls. We have all three survivors at the opposite side of the exit gate. Hunter just utilized Blink, and he doesn't seem to have trait swap, so he won't be able to teleport to the exit gate, and the three survivors are able to leave, and that's a win for the side of GG.
世界行き、世界王者元、昨年の世界王者
から来るんじゃないかなと。
GW もフラバル戦負けてないのも素晴らしかったんです。
はい、こちら勝利したのが GG です。おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。まあ前半戦で決めきりましたしね。
ラウンド3のねとこですよね。お見事です。だからの5ポイントだったりとか、その試合の内容がちょっと変わってきましたよね。戦いです。今回ホームが WBG となっております。ウルブズがビジターですね。まあそれはエリア選択のありました。右下からの言ってしまえば棺からの
Hunter going against WBG survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on Arms Factory. He's already making his way towards Chuan, who is the Embalmer. Embalmer has Flywheel and Knee-Jerk Reflex, so he has the full kiting build, and it looks like the Hunter will be committing on this survivor for the beginning of this game. Is going to be throwing down his coffin here next to this window. Hunter will be following right behind, and it looks like he is able to make it to the next window. Has another third window here outside of the walls that he could utilize, but it's very small, so I mean like the edge around it is very small, so it would be very useful. And it looks like the Hunter is able to snipe him out. The Hunter did throw a few peepers here, so it is slowing down the movement speed of this survivor, and the Hunter keeps throwing down more peepers here. Will be also breaking this pallet here, so he has to transition away. Is setting up clones at this window, has the black ball on the survivor, and is being very careful for now, staying out of line of sight. Hunter has now first presence from Insolence, is able to jump over that wall to close the distance for this survivor. Is getting close here, needs to avoid the red zone. Oh, wonderful job with the flywheel, avoiding the red zone. Oh, but he got sniped out here with the clone. He will be cheered here for the first time. He does have his coffin available. It's not sure if the survivors if he will utilize his coffin right away, but sometimes in order just to buy more time, survivors just go ahead and utilize his coffin. Yeah, and it does look like the survivor Embalmer plans on resurrecting himself right away in order for the survivors to get more cipher progress. Hunter will be waiting here right next to the survivor getting out of his coffin. Will be able to looks like his clone can get the snipe off onto the survivor, and he will be going down for the second time. A little tide turner effect from the coffin, but it doesn't last as long as the actual tide turner will be going down. And cheered for the second time. We can see 3 cipher machines are almost completed. The 4th cipher machine at 60. Huey is coming in for this save here. It is the where are you? First officer. It already utilized his pocket watch, so the Hunter is having a hard time landing the bombs onto this survivor. Is changing his wheel, is able to get the save with Tide Turner, but is going to be sniping out the Embalmer right away, and Embalmer will be going down for the final time. Hunter trying to get some additional bombs onto a survivor. No, it doesn't look like that will be the case. It looks like he'll just be cheering this Embalmer. Thankfully, on the side of the survivors, the first officer did not get injured while getting that save, so that actually works incredibly well for the side of the survivors. It does look like he does have one more coffin, but he will be leaving the manor, so they can't utilize it. Hunter will be changing to teleport, will be teleporting to the puppeteer cipher machine at Shack. Is getting quite a lot of bombs on the survivor, has the white bomb and the black bomb on him. Looks like he's waiting around at the window, taking the hit with his puppet form, so it's only 25% utilizing his puppet once again. We have the red ball and the black ball. Needs to avoid the black area, is going to be getting this window vault here, and the Hunter will be jumping right over and chasing this puppeteer once again. Is in his puppet form once more, and the Hunter will be leaving the survivor, and Going back to the cipher machine, the first officer was trying to get more progress on it. He's going to utilize his second and last pocket watch, and looks like both survivors have left this area. Hunter is guarding the shack area. The 4 cipher machines popped the 5th and last cipher machine at 78 shack. Hunter is now going for Huey because he does not have any items. Well, he still has a little bit left of his pocket watch, and it looks like he'll still be able to use it. We don't see the puppeteer can't utilize his ability anymore because he's at 75% damage, and it looks like the hunter will be running into Goker, who is the antiquarian, and it will be trying to down this survivor, but she's able to get away. Hunter continuously looking back at Shack, doesn't want the survivors to work on that cipher machine at all. A new cipher machine is being started on by Persica. The puppeteer doesn't have his ability yet to utilize anymore, and it needs to be very careful. Already has the black ball and the white ball on the survivor. Needs to avoid the will be sniping her out with the clone and downing her. For the first time, we can see that the last cipher machine is being primed. It's already at 93%. There's a survivor getting ready for the save. It is Goker, and it is the antiquarian. She can utilize her stick and approach the chair and get the save. Hunter is able to get the red and white bomb on the survivor, is able to get the save and damage the antiquarian after she gets the save. Is trying to is able to get the damage. While she did try to avoid it with flywheel, wasn't able to do so. Hunter is back on this puppeteer. The cipher machines have already been primed and popped, and it looks like this is the end game situation here. Hunter will be going after this puppeteer, and he will be able to utilize his puppet just in time, and he is able to eat the hit, so he will be kiting for a little longer. Huey is opening up that exit gate right next to this puppeteer. He's being very patient here behind this pallet, but will be sniped out. We see that Goker hasn't quite healed himself up yet. Hunter will be bringing this puppeteer to the chair for the second time. We see the dungeon is also in this area, and we just need the antiquarian to get up and leave, and that's a 2-person escape. She may stay behind. If the hunter does end up going for the antiquarian, the first officer can come for the save on the chair, so the hunter can't leave the chair quite yet until he's sure that both survivors are at the exit gate. It does look like the antiquarian is gonna try to make her way towards the exit gate. He needs to get the white ball on her. Wonderful stun and push on the side of the antiquarian. She's using her stick for faster movement. She is gonna flip through and isn't able to get the hit onto the survivor quite yet. He jumped past them, but that's a 2-man escape on the side of WBG survivors.
引き分けを取れる、それがウルブズサバイバーですからね。なのでこうアレックス置き直しもできちゃうし、ダブルですかね。
そうですね。南のポジション。
WBG Hunter going against Wolf survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on Arms Factory spawning at the shack. Will be going towards 487. He's transitioning to corner walls. He's a seer that has flywheel and knee-jerk reflex. So on the side of the survivors, this is the survivor they want the hunter to go after because he also has an owl. So hopefully he'll buy enough time for the survivors to decode as much as possible. Will be able to land the red ball while making that window vault. Is able to vault the second window. Hunter will now be placing peepers all around this area so that it will be hard for the survivors to loot. Since their movement speed will be decreased quite a lot, we'll be able to get the white ball on 2487 as he's transitioning away. Is going to be utilizing his Seer's owl, and the hunter will be able to snipe him out while with the owl. So he does was at full health, now at half health. Hunter's being very patient at this pallet. Will be jumping right over because he does have first presence now, and it looks like the Seer was going all the way to the outside of the walls because trying to avoid the peepers as much as possible. That was a very slow vault. He is able to get the red ball and the white ball on this year. He needs to avoid the black ball. Hunter is going to be breaking these pallets here so that survivor can have a much harder time, can't loop this area much longer. Will be going out towards the exit gate. We have a clone waiting for him, unable to snipe him out with the black ball. But the main body was able to by switching the clone wheel, and will be cheering him for the first time here next to Water Tank. We see that the king has one in order. It is the coordinator. Hunter has peepers, so she will be able to utilize this gun. Doesn't have. It also looks like XMX is making his way towards the chair. It is the Gravekeeper, and he was in his shovel, but he came out a little early and it looks like he will just be trying to buy time away. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a double rescue. So the coordinator's coming, she's going to utilize her stun gun, is able to stun this hunter, and is able to get the save with Tide Turner. He's going to go back into walls and try to kite this out a little longer, utilizing the 3 windows. Hunter does catch up to him by going all the way around, is able to get the red and white ball, and is able to get the black ball as soon as he jumped over those walls. Will be going down here as soon as Tide Turner runs out, and will be cheered for the second time. XMX already nearby. Doesn't look like he went back to decode. We see DK once again has wanted order. The coordinator doesn't have any items left, so she does need to be a little careful here. And once the items are gone, we see that the Gravekeeper is already in his shovel, and he's just feeding Tinnitus for now. Not sure when he plans to approach the chair. 3 Cypher machines have been completed, the 4th Cypher machine at 80%. And that is all for now. Is going to be coming out of his shovel and pushing the hunter away and then getting the save. Hunter's trying to get damage onto this. Gravekeeper is doing a very good job avoiding it, but will be able to snipe him out. We see 487 is trying to transition out of walls here. There are a lot of keepers. Hunter will be going after him. He's making his way towards a shack. Hunter using his dash, closing the distance, and it looks like he's going to use Flywheel to try to make it to the chair. He has another owl, is able to make this window, but not quite yet. Oh, and will be sniped out even though he added another owl. So great job on the utilization of his clones to down the survivor for the 3rd and final time. And it looks like 4 Cypher machines have been completed during this time. The 5th Cypher machine at 30 and an additional Cypher machine at 19%. Hunter now heading towards D King, who is the coordinator. She also doesn't have any items left, but she's at full health, so the hunter will be throwing down a peeper here. She was hiding behind this wall. Hunter can now see the survivor throwing down another peeper here next to the pallet. Will jump right over. She's trying to make her way towards the window. Will be able to get the damage on this survivor. Has the black ball on her once again, throwing down another peeper in this area, so she may need to transition out of the corner walls. Here transitioning to the pallet outside of walls. Hunter is just going to go all the way around. She's looping this area. Hunter is slowly catching up, is able to get the white ball. She needs to avoid the red area, is doing a very good job avoiding it for now. Transitioning to the next pallet, but the clone was waiting for her. She will be able to go down for the first time. However, Cypher progress is looking incredibly good. We have the last Cypher machine at 84%, so it will be primed and ready. And when someone comes in for the save, most likely it could be Jelly. However, Jelly does not have borrowed time, so they'll have to be very careful for the side of the survivors. He is able to get the save with Tide Turner before half, I believe. And the Cypher machines are primed. The survivors are going in different directions. Cypher machines are popped. Hunter is able to get the down on Jelly. His Tide Turner is red, and it looks like the hunter is now going for the coordinator next. Jelly has gone down, fell, and it looks like the hunter is able to down this coordinator right away. The Gravekeeper is trying to open up this exit gate and is able to open up this exit gate. Will the airplanist be able to get up in time? Hunter will be able to chair this coordinator. The Gravekeeper is in his shovel form. He's trying to make it it looks like he's trying to heal this airplanist. The airplanist has gotten up, and they're both very close to the exit gate. He's using his jetpack to get closer to the exit gate. The Gravekeeper is body blocking for the survivor. He's back inside of his shovel, and he can leave. So this is a 2-man escape on the side of Wolf survivors.
4対4のドロー。どちらもこのラウンド獲得相当勢いが乗るんじゃないでしょうかね。
やっぱりここまでの成績、限度的な自信で言うと、
ギシが。
WBG Hunter going against Wolf survivors. It will be Goatman on Chinatown. He's making his way towards Jelly. Jelly has already dropped down her bot outside of hotel. He's trying to move it. Hunter will be looking at the bot but ignoring it and going for this mechanic. Mechanic already made her way up to the 2nd floor. Will be dropping down from the bridge. Hunter unable to trap her in this cage. Will have to drop down and try to cage her the second time as she's trying to make her way to the 2nd floor bridge, but is unable to cage her in
ですけど、
Hunter has to just go up the stairs, looking very good for the side of this mechanic. She'll be taking the stairs back down to the first floor, being very patient, waiting for the hunter to approach before leaving this area. Hunter will finally be able to cage this survivor, will be able to take the first hit as she transitions back up the stairs, and she still was able to throw down this pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet. Meanwhile, the mechanic has dropped down and is transitioning away. Hunter is gonna go down the stairs to the hotel, hoping to run into the survivor, but was unable to do so. Going outside of hotel, he only runs into the mechanic's bot. Is going to be trying to set up another cage, but he can't find this mechanic at this time. He will finally be running into this mechanic, and he will be setting up a cage. As soon as he does, is not able to cage this mechanic. It's happening again. Oh my goodness, this mechanic just doing a very good job dodging this cages, and it looks like she's going to be waiting around here at the edge of the flywheel, and was able to get right through. Hunter will be able to catch up, however, and will be finally able to down this survivor, but her mechanic bot is still up and moving around this map, so he can still decode, but it looks like the hunter is going to bring this mechanic towards the bot and try to down this bot. However, we do see the wildling is here pushing the hunter away from the chair, and he wasn't able to struggle free, but it looks like she will be still, she will be able to struggle free, and she's not able to chair this survivor. She's free once again. Hunter, the survivor, pushing the hunter away with his boar, and is able to set up a cage, and Cajun Jelly once again downing her for the second time. We do see the wildling is now off of his boar, so he can't come to harass, and it does look like the hunter will be able to chair this mechanic for the first time. The wildling SMS does have wanted order, so the hunter is aware of where this wildling is currently at. Hunter setting up a cage near the cipher machine is going to utilize abnormal, take away the cipher progress. Then we do see D King is coming in for the save. It is the puppeteer. We have the wildling still harassing on his boar. The boar will be taking a 25% hit, so there's still quite a lot of will be getting the hit while off of his boar, and will be able to get the save with Type Turner setting up another cage and trying to down this mechanic once again. She was saved with Type Turner, so she still has a lot of time left, and she will use that time on her bot to decode that cipher machine. Hunter will be following her to the second floor, waiting to chair this mechanic. We'll be able to pick her up now. We have 2 cipher machines completed, the 3rd cipher machine at 92, the 4th cipher machine at 62, and the 5th cipher machine at 47%. And the hunter is setting up another cage, trying to get this psychologist, but wasn't able to get him inside. He has to set up another cage in order to get the psychologist. She was attempting to break the cage, but she will be taking the hit. She has to break yet another cage in order to make it to the second floor and not the chair, and it looks like she will be able to drop down and get this save. No, she does not plan on saving the survivor. She'll be taking that 25% hit and then going for the save. However, not with Ty Turner. She's blocking the way, but Hunter can just make a cage and cage in this. Oh my goodness, the psychologist was trying to break the cage for this mechanic. Cipher machines are popped. This endgame, 4 survivors available, and it looks like the hunter will be going for this psychologist. Is able to finally down this psychologist through the window with the cage. Hunter is now going to throw down a peeper and go towards the mechanic once again, throwing down another peeper near the big bridge next to hotel. Hunter has finally found the mechanic, is closing the distance by going through the cage and is trying to get the down on her, but she's doing a very good job staying away from this hunter, especially if cages are big. Hunters do a very good job, and we'll be downing this survivor. There was a peeper there slowing down this vault, and we'll be able to chair this survivor for the second time. The psychologist is up and running. Both exit gates are open, and this is a 3-man escape on the side of wolf survivors.
なのかなっていうのもやっぱり思いましたし、それがね、さらにはジェリーです。
ということですので、まあ今回そのロール選択もかつ
羊です。
はい、羊です。
はい。
画家だったり教授だったり。
初サバイバーは墓守のみ。
Wolf Hunter going against WBG survivors. It will be Goatman on Chinatown. He's making his way towards Persica, who is the mechanic Very similar to first half, the Goatman also did chase the mechanic first. We'll see how well this plays out in this second half. It looks like the mechanic will be waiting here around the pallets. Hunter is getting ready to set up a cage. She hasn't put down her bot yet, so it's still available. Hunter will be going through the cages, chasing after this mechanic. Was able to get the body block with the bot. Isn't able to break this cage quite yet. Was going through the cage, but the wall blocked her off, and so she wasn't able to get through the cage one more time, and the Hunter was able to get the hit onto this mechanic. Wasn't able to cage her, will be setting up another cage and will be able to down her right away. So incredible fast down compared to the first half. We'll be caging her, not caging her, we'll be chairing her here in the middle. We do see that Huan, the painter, also did see the Hunter and is getting a painting ready. We do also see that Hui, the gravekeeper, is already in his shovel getting ready to make the rescue, the only survivor with tie turner. So Hunter will be utilizing abnormal and taking that cipher machine down to 0. It was able to get the backdoor save while the Hunter was utilizing abnormal. Did flywheel, but isn't gonna make it to the pallet. Will be setting up another cage before all will be taking the hit, and the mechanic spot was dropped down. But it doesn't look like it will be able to do much damage for the survivor. She will be going down here. Hunter can just bring her to the chair near the bot and down the spot, so it might not be an issue to get that 25% hit on the bot. Yes, hit it one more time to down the spot, is able to chair this mechanic for the second time. We see that Huan is in this area getting ready for the save, flywheeling to avoid getting hit inside of the cage. Is gonna utilize his painting to stun this Hunter, break this cage, and make it to the chair. Hunter is gonna be setting up another cage so he can trap this mechanic once she's saved. Doesn't look like he has enough resentment to make a cage. It doesn't like he got a hit onto, not sure, maybe the painter, and it looks like the Hunter is still trying to set up a cage now because he does have enough resentment. The painter is body blocking for this mechanic, is going to be eating that 25% hit once again. Survivors are waiting at this pallet, is able to get the stun of the painting and the pallet stun onto this Goatman, and Persica is transitioning into hotel, trying to get away from this Hunter, waiting around at this pallet. Hunter is closing the distance, will be running into this Hunter here and be going down for the third and final time. It does look like the second cipher machine will be completed, the third cipher machine at 80%, the fourth cipher machine at 57%, and the fifth cipher machine at 10%. So the start of the game, the down was pretty early, so cipher progress isn't as much as the survivors would have hoped. Hunter is going to be utilizing abnormal once again, taking that 60% cipher machine down to 18%. Hunter is now caging the the gravekeeper, and he's already in his shovel. He doesn't have much shovel left. Hunter's going to be breaking all these pallets so that he can't hide underneath the shovel, but the gate did run out. The cage did run out. And it looks like the Hunter is going to make a very big cage here in the middle, trying to run into the survivor. Was able to avoid getting hit behind this pallet. Hunter's going back and forth, was able to get that vault and continuously outlast this cage once again. We see 3 cipher machines have been completed. The 4th cipher machine at 34%, the 5th cipher machine at 30%, and an additional cipher machine at 18%. Hunter setting up a cage to go for a different survivor. He does want to find the painter because he's already at 75% damage, so if he just gets one more hit onto this painter, he can down this painter right away. But the survivors are not touching any of the cipher machines because they do not want the Hunter to go after them, so the Hunter is just being patient here, and it's okay to be patient as long as the cipher machines are not being decoded, because his resentment continues to build up and he will be able to find a survivor. Isn't quite able to cage in Huan, who is hiding at the corner at the edge of this cage, is in the inside of the red building at the very edge. Hunter is going to be setting up another cage here next to Broker, who is the professor. Was not able to cage him the second time. Will be putting up a second cage. He's waiting around at the middle. He's going to flywheel, avoid the hit for now. Hunter is going to go right through. He's going to use his scales to push the Hunter from hitting. He's waiting around here at this pallet. He did outlast this cage. Is going to be setting up another cage. He went right through. He's inside of the building. He's waiting at this. Oh, he will be finally able to get the hit onto this professor. Professor will be now transitioning further away. Is able to cage him right at the edge and down this survivor for the first time. it looks like we'll have the 4th cipher machine completed too, and the last cipher machine at 74%. Hunter is going to change to teleport to this cipher machine. Huan is in danger. He's at 75%. Damage, is able to make it to the edge of this cage, is going to utilize all the magician's stick, but it still hits him and he goes down for the first time, I believe. We'll be cheering him here outside of the red building, and we see the survivors is at the cipher machine. Hunter is now able to cage Groker once again and is able to utilize his scale to push the Hunter away. Hunter's trying to cage him once again. He's stuck in this cage and he's trying to break this cage. Hunter goes closer. He's gonna go right through, but he's going to be running into this Hunter and will be downing the survivor for the second time. We do see that QE is at full health and he will be able to get that backdoor save while the Hunter chairs this Professor. They just need to prime up this last cipher machine, but it is quite challenging. Hunter now going back towards the painter and trying to chair the painter for the second time. Hunter does see the gravekeeper in the middle here trying to make his way to the chair. Is going to be very careful. He did pick up a scale from the Professor, so the Hunter is a little hesitant when he's hitting this survivor. He's trying to break the cage from the outside. He's going to create a double cage, making it very hard for him to... it looks like the survivor will expire and return to the manor. Wonderful setting up of the cage. Is going to be taking another hit here, and the cipher machines have been popped. This is endgame with 2 survivors available. In the first half, we did see that the Wolves survivors were able to get that 3-man escape, so Wolves Hunter in this case has already won 2 by getting that 2-man elimination, is able to down this gravekeeper and get the 3-man elimination for now. It doesn't look like Huan will be approaching this gate. Hunter did cage him off and will be running right into him. Oh my goodness, and he will be able to down this survivor, and that's a 4-man elimination for the side of Wolves Hunter.
さあ、墓守救助できるサバイバーはもういません。画家もここは釣って生存者はやっぱり鱗持ってるノックバックで相当時間は稼げる。でのこの8ポイントというのが相当大きく響いてくる
みたいなのばっかりだと思うので、ちょっと出して使いたいのにみたいなことになったりもするので、
今回追われるであろう
WBG Hunter going against Wolf survivors. It will be Giesha on Moonlit River Park. She's heading towards XMX, who is the Weeping Cloud. It looks like he's around 10th and he's inside of 10th, and it looks like the Hunter will not be going towards that survivor quite yet. Changing targets. Looks like she's making her way towards Jelly, who is the aeroplanist. He does have 3 jetpacks to utilize. It looks like he's expecting the Hunter, has heartbeat, is hiding behind this wall, but Hunter has seen him through the window, is able to utilize his jetpack to make it to the pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet and he will be transitioning away. He does have another pallet to work with, is hugging the walls and tight kiting against this Giesha. Is kind of caught out here in the open, will be taking the first hit because his jetpack was still on cooldown. And so what survivors usually do in order to counter Giesha is they have to tight kite, they have to hug the walls, they can create distance, but they have to be very careful because the Hunter can catch up incredibly fast with her butterfly dash. They also have to eat the butterflies that the Hunter throws so that she won't be able to dash to you, and they'll keep looking back. And it does look like she was able to throw down that blink hit and downing the survivor right away. This is the first down for the aeroplanist, and if we look at the cipher machine's progress, we have 74, 61, 44, and 6%. We have 2 possible survivors that can come for this save. We have the Ford or the Weeping Clown, but most likely XMX will be coming in here for the save because he is on this side of the map. The other 2 survivors are on the complete opposite side of the map. That is quite a long journey, and they want to make the save before half. It does look like XMX, the Weeping Clown, will be coming in for this save, the only survivor with Tide Turner. So it looks like he's trying to get the stun onto the Hunter, will be able to body block and get the save with Tide Turner. Jelly now transitioning back to walls. He does have 2 jetpacks still to work with. Hunter will be throwing the butterfly, closing the distance, is able to utilize his jetpack to make it to the pallet. We do see the Hunter is trying to go the other way, backlight trick. We have the forward flywheel, avoids getting hit. See, the Ford is here to harass, and body block for this aeroplanist is attempting to get the stun but is unable to and will be eating the damage instead. Hunter now back on Jelly. Jelly trying to transition away, does have 2 pallets here to work with. He's gonna go up the stairs instead and utilize his jetpack. Now he has no items left, but he was able to make it to middle double pallet walls, and it looks like he will be transitioning to an additional 2 pallets here waiting around in the corner. Hunter walking backwards, hoping to run into the survivor, is able to hit him through the pallet here while trying to throw it down. We see 487 here trying to harass this Hunter with the forward and is not able to do so. Will be eating the hit once again, and it looks like he will be staying around for now. Hunter will be picking the survivor up. He was able to stun this Hunter, but she dropped him down so it wouldn't be a rescue. Oh my goodness, another stun right away hidden behind the walls. Is able to get the rescue for Jelly, this airplanist. We still have 1/4 of a football left to work with. Now this buys the survivor so much more time, and it looks like the Hunter is trying to down Jelly as quickly as possible. He was able to get that window vault. Hunter will be throwing a butterfly. He'll be eating the butterfly, will be running into the survivor. A wonderful flywheel, avoiding getting hit, and is able to kite for a little longer. We do have a pallet here to work with, and Hunter will be dashing wonderful pallet stun on the side of this airplane, is surviving on no items. Did get a lot of help from the forward, is going to be hugging these walls. And he will be finally running into this Hunter. We do see the forward is in this area. The Weeping Clown is also in this area. He was riding his rocket. He's not in this area. And the Hunter will be using Abnormal to stop that cipher from being finished. And it looks like the Hunter is trying to pick up this survivor once again, but the forward is up. Flywheels already isn't able to take the hit, and so the forward will be able to run away from this Hunter. He still has a little bit of football left, but it doesn't look like it will do significant damage, and so she will be able to chair this airplanist for the second time. He's not even returning to the manor because the harassment of this forward has just bought so much time for the survivors. We do see the toy merchant is making her way to the chair, has gotten the backdoor save. Hunter still being preoccupied by this forward, is going to dash straight for the airplanist. Wonderful butterfly, and it looks like she'll finally be able to bring Jelly to the chair for the third and final time. Last cipher machines at 49% and an additional one at 7%, so they are starting a new cipher machine since the one at 10 was abnormal. Hunter now changing targets, wants to try and look for this forward because he is at half health, but will be running into DKing the toy merchant. She's still at full health, is getting ready to put a catapult, and she's using her glider to get back on towards 4th stop. No, if the Hunter gets onto 4th stop, Hunter will be able to butterfly, but she was above on that platform, so the Hunter has to go all the way around and enter the platform. She will be dropping down here, but if the Hunter has a butterfly, she doesn't have to go all the way. Will be able to flywheel and make it to this pallet. Wonderful flywheels on the side of the survivor, is able to take the hit and make that pallet vault. Will be transitioning away once again to the middle walls double pallet here. Both pallets here are still available, meaning the survivors can continuously loop this area. The last cipher machine being primed at 70, she just needs to stay alive for a little longer, is able to get that dash and down this toy merchant for the first time. We do see that 487 has a syringe and he is healing himself up. Hunter is going towards the wrong way, but making sure that there isn't any survivors. She will be able to catch 487 quite far off from this chair. If she can down him, but the cipher machines are primed, so even if he gets a hit and he gets downed on the chair, they can still get the cipher machine. Looks like he will be taking a hit here in the middle next to the bridge, and he'll keep making his way. He can't die too far away from the chair. Is going to flywheel to the chair. But Hunter is being very careful, is going to be downing this forward, is going to get back up because cipher machines popped and try to get the down onto this toy merchant once again. Wonderful dodge, and she wasn't able to dodge the second one. It's looking like a 2-man elimination on the side of this Giesha. She will be chairing this toy merchant for the second time. However, she did utilize abnormal, so she did change her trait already to abnormal, so that means she can't change the teleport. The exit gate is being opened up at 70%. Forward just needs to make it to their forward, going for the dungeon, but the dungeon isn't open quite yet. The exit gate is open. They are going to leave as soon as they need to. Looks like he's going to be leaving. The dungeon is open. Hunter dashing to dungeon, but he was able to escape. And that is a win for the side of Wolves.
おめでとうございます。どっちのオフェンスと
なんかいつもなら逆なんですけどね。
ね、ましょう WBG そしてウルブズの戦い、こちら勝利したのがウルブズで獲得となりました。
はい、
MVP おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
さあお待たせいたしました。ホームチームは WBG ホーム権を獲得しています。両者オペラ歌手使いの判
削りのタイミングでどこに圧かけ
丁寧さに重きを置いている WBG といます。
GW Hunter going against WBG survivors. It will be Hullabaloo on Red Church. He's making his way towards Shack. It does look like Goker is in this area. She's already making her way towards the corner. We already see the blood trails showing where the survivor is going to set up a clone at the pallet. She was able to take that window vault and avoid it, but will be eating the black ball here at this pallet. Hunter will be breaking this pallet as she transitions away with her stick towards the next pallet. Hunter is catching up. It looks like she will be trying to stun this Hunter and is able to get the double stun and disarm this Hunter. Hunter unable to break this pallet will be going all the way around as she throws down the second pallet, third pallet. And the Hunter will be breaking this pallet, is going to get another colored bomb onto her while vaulting this window. Oh, wonderful. Seer Owl avoiding the hit as she is able to transition away once again. Hunter is closing in. She needs to get some cover. It looks like she'll be waiting around at this pallet. The red and the white bomb have... Oh, she got the flywheel, but it wasn't able to predict the black bomb. Oh, she will be getting the hit here. And the Hunter will be changing to excitement, so now her stuns are useless, downing the survivor for the first time. It does look like the side of the survivors. We have the Cypher machines at 86, 64, and 58%. CoAi already in his shovel, making his way towards the chair, but not quite yet because she's not going to expire anytime soon. It does look like they were able to finish the first Cypher machine. And the Gravekeeper is just giving tinnitus for now, needs to start making his way towards the chair. Hunter is going to get the black and white bomb, is able to get the save. Hunter trying to get damage onto this Gravekeeper, is able to get damage onto this Gravekeeper, is going back and forth, hiding behind this wall. Hunter jumping over this wall. He wants more, but can't lose track of this Antiquarian, and so it does look like he will be changing targets back to this Antiquarian, making sure to secure his first down. She made her way all the way to the opposite corner of this map, and she's just trying to move away from this Hunter, hide behind these walls, and is able to get another disarm here while transitioning away. Hunter's closing in. He has the black ball, and the red ball is able to snipe her out with the white ball, and will be bringing her to the chair for the second time. Two Cypher machines have been completed, the third Cypher machine at 70% and the fourth Cypher machine at 36%. And it looks like the Hunter is unaware there are any survivors here since he doesn't have tinnitus. The survivors have healed up, which means the Gravekeeper can come for the save once again. Two Cypher machines completed, the third Cypher machine at 72, fourth Cypher machine at 36, and the last Cypher machine at 9%, so not a lot of Cypher progress. It doesn't look like the survivors are planning to come for the save. They are just letting her expire. Hunter's going towards CoAi, who is the Gravekeeper, going into a shovel state as soon as the Hunter approaches. Persica hiding there at Graveyard. It does look like the Hunter is going for the Seer though, and it looks like we have tinnitus, so he knows that the Seer is in this area, but the Seer was managed to avoid the Hunter for now, but the Hunter will be seeing her as she turns the corner to the walls. The pallet here has already been destroyed, so she only has one window to work with. Hunter setting up a clone in order to snipe out this Seer. Is able to get the red ball and the white ball, turning the wheel and getting the hit with the black ball. She's transitioning to the next area. Pallet is able to get that ball, but the black ball does land onto this Seer. She's transitioning away, trying to keep distance. Hunter turning back, going towards CoAi, who is the Gravekeeper. Changing targets once again. He was able to throw down this pallet and wait around in his shovel form. to avoid getting too much damage, Hunter is going to be jumping right over, catching up to this survivor inside of his shovel. He's doing a very good job avoiding the areas, is still only able to get the black ball on him so far, and it looks like he's going to be jumping over the walls. He's making his way towards the pallet, is able to throw on the pallet. He'll be sniping him out, finally damaging this Gravekeeper for the first time. However, 4 Cypher Machines have been completed, the last Cypher Machine at 48%, and the Hunter is able to down this Gravekeeper for the first time. He's going to bring this Gravekeeper all the way to red carpet. This is also a very hard area for survivors to save, since the Hunter can first of all block you and damage you before you make it to the chair. Hunter will be changing to teleport, will be teleporting to the female dancer's Cypher Machine. He's going to be breaking all of these music boxes and will be making the window vault and getting rid of this third music box. So now the female dancer has absolutely no items to work with, but the Cypher Machine is at 72, so if she leaves this area, there's another survivor that possibly looks like she'll be able to make that vault with the flywheel, making it to the window inside of church. Hunter now changing targets after pushing the female dancer away from the Cypher Machine. Hunter's going towards Huey, and it looks like he's going to be going quickly into his shovel form, trying to down and chair the survivor for the second time. Is able to get him out of his shovel form, or the shovel ran out because he used it already, and it will be able to down him for the second time. He's bringing him to the middle walls chair. Yuan is trying to climb up that Cypher Machine. Persica is in the graveyard. Hunter is now going for the Seer, which forces the female dancer to leave the Cypher Machine and come for the save instead. Looks like the Hunter isn't able to get, he was able to get the blue ball and the black ball flywheeled, so he's avoiding getting hit. He's still avoiding the red area, and he's doing a very good job so far avoiding it, and we'll be able to snipe him out here at that vault. We'll be cheering him for the first time. It does look like the survivors were able to get that backdoor save. The dungeon is also in this corner. Hunter is now heading towards Huey. Doesn't have any items. He is searching up a chest box. Female dancer's priming up that last Cypher Machine. Hunter is looking at the shack but not planning to go there. He's now suspecting someone to be around graveyard. Is going to utilize his clones to see if there's a survivor nearby. Is able to snipe out the Gravekeeper. All Cypher Machines have been popped, and it looks like it's the end game with 2 survivors available, 1 survivor on the chair. Exit gates, however, are still not being opened. Hunter is going after this Gravekeeper. The female dancer has just started the exit gate. Oh, and the terror shot while making that window vault. Yuan is now being chased next, unable to open this exit gate. Is looking incredibly good for the side of GW Hunter, unless the Gravekeeper can hurry up and heal up and possibly open the exit gate. She needs to survive and stay alive for as long as possible. She is the female dancer and she is at full health, and this Hunter does not have detention, so he still does have to hit her 2 more times. The Seer has expired and will be returning to the manor. Xawm is transitioning away, will be getting the flywheel and avoiding the injury. Wonderful timing on the side of this female dancer. The Gravekeeper has gone back up. He does have a syringe, so he could heal himself up. And she's just doing a very good job avoiding the Hunter. Will be eating the damage here. At this thin wall, is making her way towards the pallet, a little back and forth. She's trying to stay within the red zone, since that's the only area that she already has a bomb in. Wow, she made it all the way to the pallet, staying in the red zone once again. Hunter jumping over this pallet. It looks like the Gravekeeper was able to open up that exit gate. If she can just make it to the dungeon is nowhere to be found. Hunter is teleporting to the red carpet. Not there. It's the opposite gate that's open. He's going to be going back to the female dancer and trying to chair her. It looks like the Gravekeeper has healed himself up and will be leaving, and that is a 3-man elimination on the side of GW Hunter.
そうですね。北壁まで行ってましたからね。
行ってましたね。
フラバル相手にチェイス場所で帰れないはず、参加しない。 最後の仲直りは1
WBG Hunter going against GW Survivors. It will be opera singer in Red Church. It does look like she's making her way towards Graveyard, where she will be running into Dis, who is the psychologist. She's been throwing down these pallets ahead of time because the opera singer is a very fast hunter. She didn't know that until she actually saw her, but always good to be safe. It does look like she is able to make it to this next pallet. She's waiting around at the edge of the wall, so Hunter does not notice this quite yet, but she is able to catch up to this survivor quite quickly. Will be taking the first hit, and her stress ability will be taking that 50% damage. She's transitioning to yet another pallet. Will be throwing it down ahead of time because it is opera singer. You don't want to play too many mind games at pallets because you will definitely get hit, and it looks like she'll be taking another hit here as she makes that window vault through the walls. Hunter will be going all the way around, following the blood trails of the survivor. She will not be throwing down this pallet and making it all the way to exit gate, and it looks like she was able to throw down this pallet yet again. Hunter will be destroying this pallet, returning to her remnant, and will be playing a lot of mind games here, and will be able to get the down to this psychologist an incredibly early down, but that's what usually happens when hunters play opera singers, so it is to be expected. She will be on the chair for the first time. Cypher machines at 80, 76, and 54%. We do see Drop is in the area inside of church, has his coffin already placed there. Hunter is going to abnormal this Cypher machine, bringing it down to 24%. We did get a backdoor save by the first officer, a wonderful pallet stun, and is able to get away without getting injured so far, but Hunter is going towards this. Oh, yeah, okay. It looks like the first officer wasn't injured, but the Hunter will be now going back to the psychologist and is doing a very good job staying safe behind this wall. Is able to make that vault. Hunter will be returning to her remnant and trying to get her. Oh, will be able to snipe her through the window here and down her for the second time. We have one Cypher machine completed, the second Cypher machine at 77, the third Cypher machine at 65, and the fourth Cypher machine at 15%. She's going to be bringing her back to the same chair. Lion is here once again, can come in for the save since he still has a item to use and he's still at full health. The other survivor we see with Ty Turner is Puppeteer, but it doesn't look like the Puppeteer will be coming in for the save, and it does look like since Lion is the closest survivor, he will be going for the save. We can also see that the dungeon has spawned here, and the Hunter does have tinnitus, so he's expecting someone to come. Isn't going to utilize his watch. We're going to take that hit and get the save off onto this psychologist, and it looks like she'll be taking a hit through the window once again, going down for the third and final time. There are no harassers in this team build, so it doesn't look like the survivors will be able to do much, and this psychologist will be returning to the manor straight away. Hunter now looking for this first officer who is at half health, still has one pocket watch to utilize, is saving it until the Hunter does close and will be utilizing it as soon as the Hunter makes her dash towards the survivor. Hunter is going to go towards red carpet, where she will be running into Drop. It is the embalmer setting up his coffin once again nearby his Cypher machine at red carpet. And it looks like the Hunter will be leaving a lot of remnants, so as soon as he vaults, she will be returning to her. Ooh, wonderful flywheel, avoiding that hit, and but we'll be eating a hit here at this pallet, transitioning away. We can see that there are quite a lot of pallets here to work with. Not the strongest pallet here since there isn't much. Will be going down here for the first time. He does have his coffin to utilize. Hunter will just be leaving the survivor and teleporting to the back exit gate. Will be running into Lion once again, and will be running into the Hunter wall, trying to get that window vault. 4 Cypher machines, however, have been completed. In the first half, we did see GW Hunter getting the 3-man elimination. So in order to tie round 1, Alex needs to get that 3-man elimination, and if he can get more, they will be able to win round 1. But this is the first chair for the first officer. We do see the embalmer used up self-heal and has not resurrected himself, has gotten back up. Hunter is now going back for this embalmer, downing him right away. The embalmer doesn't have self-heal, so he may choose to use his coffin to resurrect himself, in which he will be doing. Hunter, however, not paying attention attention. Oh, will be sticking around for this embalmer who resurrected himself, just down him, and he doesn't have self-heal. They'll have to have a survivor forcibly come here to heal him up. So being very patient here, and was able to get that pellet drop, but the next challenge is getting past that pellet and isn't able to do so. He will be going down for the first time. Does not have a coffin, so now the hunter is going to chair him. This will be coming as his second chair because he did utilize his coffin to resurrect himself. So he's on his second chair. The cipher machine's at 77. Hunter now going back towards the lion and trying to down him once again and putting on the chair for the second time. Lion is going to be running away from this cipher machine. Oh, Hunter doubling back to the chair, has met the puppeteer, getting ready to save this embalmer, being very careful here. Hunter waiting out the puppet. Now he no longer has puppet. Hunter is being very patient here. The puppeteer also being very patient. Will be going into his puppet form, and he'll be getting the save, but Hunter farming him right off of the, oh my goodness, the cipher machines are primed, but oh, he wasn't able to get up, and he doesn't have borrowed time, so it wouldn't have mattered. He'll be returning to the manor now. Hunter going towards Lael, who is the puppeteer. She does have detention, so he will still go down even if he utilizes his puppet. We see the exit gate is being opened at 53. 60% is able to down this puppeteer. Is she going to teleport? She does have teleport up and ready. She did teleport to the first officer. First officer was able to make it to the pallet. Hunter is going around. First officer needs to last long enough, but oh, the terror shot. And now she has a double down situation. And it looks like she's just going to be able to bring this first officer towards the puppeteer. Will be chairing him and going straight for this puppeteer. She may have enough time. He's at 88%. He is going to be able to get up, but the hunter knows exactly where the survivor is. Will be running into him. He can't utilize his puppet to block a detention hit, so he will be going down. The dungeons here, but that's a 4-man elimination from the side of WBG Hunter.
でフラバルをバンされてまた羊の試合をさせられる。ここが本当に傭兵多いありそうですね。
工場に置かなければ解決ではあります。
WBG Hunter going against GW survivors. It will be Goatman on Leo's memory. It does look like he will be running into this antiquarian this in the beginning of the game. If he keeps going in this direction, it's not the most ideal survivor you want to chase. She can harass, she can stun, she can buy so much time for the survivors. It doesn't look like the hunter is going to be going for this antiquarian. His most ideal chase is the explorer, but it's going to be very hard to find since there's so much grass in this map and there's snow piles where he can cover himself up completely and it's almost impossible to look. And on top of that, you can't find explorer with peepers if he's in his mini form. It does look like the hunter will be running into the mercenary, is able to cage him, and back and forth has begun, doing a very good job dodging, but it does look like he'll be eating the first hit and transitioning towards the shack. Hunter will be setting up another cage. He still has quite a lot of distance between this survivor, doing a lot of back and forth. Hunter is going to be getting another hit onto him because he ran away, was being very patient, didn't go through the cage, and it looks like he will be alive because of the delayed damage, but he will eventually go down. This is in the area, is getting ready to harass, was not able to get that stick. Hunter's going to cage in this antiquarian, and they will be trying to, wonderful flywheel, avoiding the hit, is doing a very good job pushing the hunter away. Hunter going through the wall, and the cage has finished. Will be picking up this mercenary. Good job pushing the antiquarian away from this mercenary, chairing him for the first time. Cipher Machine's not looking too good here at 92, 34, 28, and 5%. It does look like the hunter does not plan on leaving this antiquarian alone because she can possibly be coming in for the save. She is the closest survivor. And we do see Leo, the professor, has wanted order. Antiquarian is being very careful here and not saving too early since the mercenary does have that delayed time on the chair, is able to get the save. Hunter is going to be stunned by this antiquarian. Wonderful job. It was able to get 2 stun and 1 push away from the hunter, but Hunter just set up a cage right away. He's still at disarm, so he can't quite hit him all, but while he's trying to break the cage, disarm ended and he was able to get the hit onto this mercenary. Mercenary has 1 elbow pad left to utilize. Looks like he's trying to make his way inside of the factory while going down. Hunter will be bringing him towards the chair closer to Leo. and it does look like he will be cheered for the second time. He was saved before half. We do see a 9% page on Drop the Explorer, and he is a survivor with 1 in order, so now the hunter knows exactly where this Explorer is going to be putting up a peeper and will be caging this professor as he's trying to make it to the chair. Did utilize his scales, throwing down another peeper, getting ready to get the hit onto the professor. As soon as he got hit, he was able to save the mercenary off of the chair. However, Hunter is able to hit the professor instead, so the mercenary can't get away. He has 1 elbow pound to utilize, and the Hunter will be running into him by making an excellent cage, downing this mercenary for the 3rd and final time. Is going to utilize his elbow pad to die away from this professor so that he will have a chance to possibly heal and get back up. Hunter will be cheering him. It looks like inside of the factory, closer to the professor, but he is struggling quite a lot because the mercenary is struggling a little, and it will be able to send this survivor right back to the manor. Is coming back to chair this professor next. We do see that the dungeon is also in this corner. Drop is making his way towards the chair. Hunter's changing to teleport and going to the shack, running into the antiquarian at half health. This is looking good. The survivors are struggling to finish up the cipher machines, although we do have a lot of page progress of the score. He does have a 64% page, so the survivors actually have more progress than we can initially see on the cipher machine progress. Does look like this antiquarian is doing an incredible job avoiding this hunter, and the cage has run out. Hunter is able to set up another cage and will be finally downing this survivor. On the side of the, it looks like the explorer was able to get the save off onto the professor. Hunter's now going to be chairing this antiquarian inside of the basement, which really makes it much more difficult for the survivors. Cipher machines are basically primed, but Drop has to come in for this save, so that means he won't be able to utilize that 47% cipher machine quite yet. He's going to be taking the hit here. Hunter's just going to be waiting here, setting up a cage, and it does look like the survivors will have a hard time getting out. Antiquarian has been hit. Cipher machines have been popped. They've gotten all back up, but the Hunter has detention. He has set up another cage and is able to avoid this cage since it did go down, and the Hunter will be able to down this antiquarian once again. The explorer is hiding in his miniature form outside of the shack. Hunter's bringing this antiquarian closer to Leo, who is opening up that exit gate. It looks like this hunter plans on just dropping this survivor and trying to down this professor first. Is being very patient with the back and forth. Looks like he will be slowly closing in next to this survivor. Was able to utilize his scale, but Hunter waited and then hit this professor. Is going to be picking up this antiquarian so that she can't heal up and be cheering her. Now he just needs to look for the explorer, but the explorer is already at Moon Gate, opening up that exit gate at 45-50%. Looks like the Hunter is just going to go for the 3-man elimination and chair this professor next. The exit gate is going to be open anytime now. Is open, and it does look like he will leave and take the 1-man escape.
教授もしっかりすることができました。冒険家ドロップ、先ほどの試合データです。はい。もちろん他は非常に刺さりました。やっぱりでしたね。やっぱりこのディーバーが1-1になりそうですね。
GW Hunter going against WBG survivors. It will be opposing on Leo's memory. So on the side of GW Hunter, she needs to get a 3-man elimination and at least tie round 2 in order to go to round 3. However, if she gets anything less than a 3-man elimination, that would be an automatic win for WBG because they will be winning both rounds. And so the pressure is on. She needs to ensure to get a 3-man elimination. And it does look like her first chase will be Persica, who is the prisoner. And it looks like he's doing a very good job staying away from this hunter, looping this area, going up to the 2nd floor. Will be able to make it to the pallet here, and the hunter will be breaking this pallet immediately, so survivors can't loop this area. It's a wonderful area for survivors to loop, is able to make it to that window, and the hunter is yet to land any damage onto this prisoner. He does still have that shock available, which he will utilize. Oh, but the hunter has been able to catch up all flywheel, but he was still able to get the damage onto this prisoner, and the hunter is going to go around this pallet and throw down a lot of remnants. Is going to blink, and wow, wonderful precision, is able to down this prisoner for the first time. It does look like CoAi is coming in for the save. It is the mercenary. He's the only survivor that has tide turner, so that is one way to buy more time in case the survivor can't rebound tide. And at this time, this prisoner doesn't have her shock back quite yet, so they may need to buy some more time for the survivor by utilizing that tide turner. And it looks like he was able to utilize his elbow pad to make it much closer to the chair, and the hunter was unable to cut him off in between. Will be eating the hit here and getting the save before half with tide turner. Hunter is going to go straight for Persica, and he's going to be very patient here, waiting around at this pallet. Hunter is going to swing and get that pallet stun, but also get that damage, so this is looking like double damage, and Persica will be dying far away in this corner, away from all the Cypher machines and her teammates. Hunter will be wanting to get another hit here, but isn't able to do so. If she does get one more hit, though, she will be at full presence. We now see Xawm is in this area getting ready for the save. He is going to utilize his rocket, so she can't even chair the survivor, but he will be going down still right away because the stun is very short and the hunter recovers faster and will be able to chair the survivor for the second time. It looks like Hunter is now going towards this sweeping clown and trying to keep him far away from this chair. The mercenary, however, can still go for this backdoor save if the hunter pursues the sweeping clown for too long. And it does look like CoAi is using his elbow pad to make it to the chair and has able to get that backdoor save. Another wonderful stun by the weeping clown. Now the hunter realizes she needs to go back and down this prisoner. CoAi is hiding behind that Cypher machine. He's like, it's not the right person, she needs to find Persica, so she's going to go back towards the corner. Persica is making her way towards the gate. Christmas tree is going to be playing a few mind games here at this pallet, is going to be able to stun, and Flywheel, avoiding the hit once again, is able to make that vault, but Hunter returns to a remnant. We do see that she still avoids the hunter for a little while longer. Another mind games here at the pallet, but Hunter is able to down this survivor right away. This is going to be his third and final chair, and he will be returning to this manner. Meanwhile, Cypher Machines, 3 Cypher Machines completed. The 4th Cypher Machine will be completed very shortly, and the 5th Cypher Machine has just begun at around 12%. We do see that the survivors have all healed up, so now everyone is at full health. They just need to have one more Cypher primed. And if we look at the traits of the survivors, we see Gyoker is the fire investigator. He does not have borrowed time, so even if the Cypher machines pop, he will not be able to get up if he is down. Hunter is now looking for this fire investigator, doing a very good job hiding, but we'll be seeing his little back sticking out, and it looks like the hunter will be able to get the hit onto this survivor right away. Fire investigator throwing down these 2 pallets right away is getting ready to utilize his inflatable airbag and is going towards the window. Doesn't need to use the inflatable airbag quite yet, just usually in small narrow areas. Hunter is going to teleport to the Weeping Clown. Weeping Clown doesn't want to get that terror shock, is going to be able to avoid getting hit at all. Did utilize Flywheel to avoid getting hit, and is going to be trying to play around here at the obstacles. Will be able to get the hit onto this Weeping Clown since there was no pallets or windows for the survivor to work with. Will be getting on his rocket to transition away from this hunter, is going towards the exit gate and all the way around the obstacles towards this pallet. It is slowing down the hunter a little, allows him to get to that pallet and throw it down. The last Cypher machines are starting to get a lot of progress, is able to get that pallet slid onto the opera singer. 66% and 40% on the last Cypher machines. A lot of mind games here at the pallet. This survivor is buying so much time for his teammates, but he will be going down eventually. We do see the last Cypher machine is at 86%, so it will be primed, and they're just waiting for the endgame, 94%. The mercenary is right next to the chair, getting ready to get that save. The Cypher machines are primed, was able to get the save. Cypher's pop, survivors are all up and running, and the hunter is now trying to down the Weeping Clown for the second time. He was saved before half, so he still has more time on the chair. We do see the fire investigator is opening up that exit gate. The mercenary is trying to get to that exit gate. If this is a two-man escape, that means that's a win for WBG, and Swan is buying so much time. And as soon as I said that, he was going down, and the hunter is planning to chair the survivor. So no, it's not going to be chairing the survivor. Teleport is now up, and she will be teleporting to Moongate. Will be running into Goker, who is the fire investigator. It was like a little bit of mind games here at this pallet. He is able to avoid the hit once again, and it looks like she's returning to her remnant. Flywheel avoiding the hit once again on this one pallet. They're just buying so much time. It looks like he was still alive. Oh my goodness. Okay, he finally got the down onto the survivor. However, they were able to start opening up that opposite exit gate. The fire investigator still has self-heal left to utilize, so he can get up at any time. The exit gate's open. This is a two-man escape, and that's a win for WBG for this matchup. They will be going and continuing towards COA. Hunter will be chairing the survivor because the dungeon is in this area, and she wants to at least ensure the two-man elimination. So congratulations to WBG.
はい、この BO3 の鍵となったのはやはりオペラ歌手で、
アレックスのオペラ歌手は全てがハンター側に噛み合って、リバーのオペラ歌手は全てがサバ。
さあ試合結果は改めて11対6で WBG が勝利を手にしています。なので我々の音声は乗らないようです。
そうですね。
はい。さあ MVP
ドキドキですね。
はい。なので必ずどこか A、B、C、D
この地区だとほぼなかったですよね、こんなことは。
今年はもう1チームだけになりましたね。